Hey there YouTube, Ruckman with Crew3 here to go over our top 10 picks for the Pioneer format from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Before we get started, let's go over our honorable mentions. Ricky's honorable mention was Lurking Roper. Lurking Roper earns Ricky's honorable mention for acting as additional copies of Famished Paladin for some Heliod plus Blasting Wand combo shenanigans, while also serving as a strong blocker while you put the combo together. My honorable mention goes to Moonblast Cleric for giving the Enigmatic Incarnation deck just a little push it needed to really put it over the top into true contender status, though it wasn't far off to begin with. Having a tutorable creature that lets you tutor for an enchantment to keep the chain going is something that can't be looked over. Chris couldn't just pick one honorable mention, so we gave him both. Flame Skull gets a nod for being a recursive threat for decks wanting to look outside of Lurrus, and was one of the last cards cut from our main list. Meanwhile, Unexpected Windfall replaces its Sorcery Speed counterpart, Pirate's Pillage, in his 1000-Year Storm deck. Number 10, Wish. Starting off our list is Ricky's hard-fought number 10, Wish. What's a deck that plays lands that taps for 3 mana and already tutors out of their sideboard? That's right. It's the recently re-emergent Lotus Field. Time will tell if this aptly named spell finds a forever home in Pioneer's long-lived combo deck. Number 9, OCHRE Jelly. Coming in at number 9 is the Ooze that refuses to die. For those that don't know, OCHRE Jelly makes for a fun combo with cards like Hardened Scales, Winding Constrictor, or Conclave Mentor, by making sure that the Jelly always has at least 2 counters. This allows the Jelly to keep coming back no matter how many times it dies. Things get even crazier when there's an Ozolith in the mix to copy the dying Jelly's counters to help us live our best Rita Repulsa life. Number 8, Circle of Dreams Druid. Powered on Arch Druid or Gaia's Cradle on a Stick? Sorry elf fans, but this isn't the druid you're looking for. We prefer to think of it as the later. To get the most bang for your buck, we're definitely going to be trying these out in Mono Green Devotion to see how many turn 3 Ulumogs we can play. And yes, we've done the math. It's certainly a possibility on a somewhat average draw. Number 7, Werewolf Pack Leader. Continuing the pattern of green cards is Werewolf Pack Leader. This aggressively statted true drop not only gives us an above the curve body, but also gives Stompy decks another tool in their already impressive arsenal of card advantage spells. Oh, and let's not forget its second ability, which serves as a nice late game mana sink that combos quite nicely with Aspect of the Hydra. Whether Pack Leader outright replaces Barkhide Troll or will be played alongside it has yet to be determined. But you can't go wrong in picking up at least a playset of this for your Pioneer Battle Box. Number 6, Monk Class. Free mana? Check. Meaningful in action with a permanent any player controls? Check. Card advantage level 3? Check. Monk Class certainly ticks off all the boxes that we look for when it comes to being Pioneer playable. But one thing that's definitely lacking, unlike most of this list, is an immediate home. Our current thinking is Monk Class is poised to be a role filler in Fire's Invention, which will allow us to use our mana to quickly level up while playing our spells for free so we can get that key level 3 ASAP. Plus, getting to reset our Yorians with level 2 can lead to some very interesting board states that are definitely worth investigating. Number 5, Burning Hands. Nothing is more disheartening when playing a red deck than sitting across the board from a bevy of Love-Struck Beasts and Elder Gargoths, but luckily, Burning Hands is here to solve that problem. It also has the added upside of being able to target Planeswalkers too, so Nissa better watch out if she wants to shake the world around my mountains. Number 4, Book of Exalted Deeds. Don't let the name of this card fool you, there's nothing exalted about this dirt cheap book. We've already seen this card's impact in the standard 2022 preview queues in tandem with Faceless Haven, so what does this mean for Pioneer when we have access to Mutavault? Angel Company was already a fringe playable deck in the format before Book, so it'll be interesting to see if it can keep up the steam following its recent challenge victory, or will this bring Mono White Devotion back to prominence? Just be sure to keep this card in the back of your mind when considering leaving land hate at home going forward. Number 3, Ranger Class. The most important thing with Ranger Class is it immediately replaces itself by providing a 2/2 body, making it possibly one of the best level 1s of all the classes when it comes to immediate value. From there, you can level it up to Rita Repulsa your creatures, and if you have the mana late game, can turn it into a card advantage engine with level 3. If there was a chance for any card to unseat the great overpriced Henge, thanks Commander, for Stompy decks, I think Ranger Class makes a good case for it. At the very least, it's going to be a strong budget alternative. Number 2, Black Staff of Waterdeep. Probably one of the most exciting pickups for an established deck this set is Black Staff of Waterdeep, which will allow Ensoul decks to cut Skilled Animator for a less clunky alternative. One of the best things about Black Staff is it gives you the opportunity for a turn 2 activation on a Darksteel Citadel, just like Ensoul can, but you also aren't priced into having the Citadel stay a creature, since you can essentially change the target of your Black Staff at the beginning of your turn. Be sure to keep a lookout at the meta to see which version of Ensoul wins out between Blue-White Ensoul, playing Lurrus and All That Glitters, or the classic Blue-Red version playing Shrapnel Blast. Number 1, Portable Hull. Move over Isolate, White has a real 1-mana removal spell now, and more importantly, it can hit any non-land permanent, allowing us to exile cards like OCHRE Jelly, to Ranger Class, to the Black Staff. Whether it's in aggro sideboards or main boards of control decks, this card will see play in Pioneer. If this is just the tip of the iceberg for White going forward, I really can't wait to see where the color goes from here. And that's it for our top 10 list of cards for the Pioneer format for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Oh wait, there's still one more, but that was 10. Alright, I know it's a top 10 list, but it's our list, so I'm going to do what I want. Number 0, Bard class. I definitely had eyes on Bard class heading into our spoiler season, but really wanted to try it out before I delivered my final verdict. After a little playtesting on and off stream, this card is nuts. Go check out our recent VOD featuring it for a taste of what it can do. There are going to be a few different avenues to build Bard class, either as a big mana storm deck, or just cheap aggro legends beatdown. Either way, it's probably some of the most fun I've had playing Magic in quite some time. Also, don't tell Chris, but Monk class is definitely Bard class at home. As always, this has been Repping with Crew3. Be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to help us out, keep up with all the Pioneer content we post here. Also, be sure to check out Crew3 A Pioneer Podcast on all major podcasting platforms. Release episodes every Friday morning. And if you'd like to help keep the content flowing, be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Crew3MTG to get your names on all of our streams and videos. Talk to y'all later. Bye!